peer into the abyss. Find us on social media and your favorite podcast platform. Who are we? The Bottomless Pit Podcast.
Welcome to a very special episode of the Bottomless Pit Podcast. If you're a regular listener to the show, you will have noticed that the title music for today's episode was a little bit different to usual. That's because this episode is taking a musical turn, and we are going to be introducing you to some brand new music coming straight out of Hungary. For fans of 90s hard rock and classic rock, you are going to love what's in store. In this episode, we're going to put the spotlight onto two Hungarian bands, both based in Budapest, one of which has had its songs played multiple times on the biggest rock radio station in the country. They are called the Sexnuggets, which to an English speaker sounds like a funny name, but their music is nothing but top quality. With clear tones of Lynyrd Skynyrd, Danzig, Audioslave and Muse, don't just take my word for it, take a listen to one of their English language songs. This one is called Someone Else. How good is that song? That was Someone Else by the Sexnuggets, and stick around if you like that because there is more to come. The The Sexnuggets are a 4-piece funk rock, grunge and classic rock band that play mostly their own original songs, both in English and Hungarian, and also like to perform some classic favourites during their live gigs. At the moment, unfortunately, they can only be found gigging around Central Europe, but they do have plans to head over to the UK for a tour at some point in the future. But if you can't wait that long, or if you're just too far away from those places anyway, and you just want more from them now, go and find them on YouTube under Sexnuggets Music. Sexnuggets is all one word, in case you didn't know, where you can find their entire first album that was released back in November 2016, as well as a couple of music videos to go along with it. Go listen to their music and support them by subscribing and commenting on their stuff, and show them that their music is spreading far beyond the reaches of Central Europe. Alright, let's move swiftly on to another track of theirs. This one has a different feel to the first one, and definitely has flavours of Limp Bizkit, with a very Metallica-esque solo thrown in for good measure. It's a good one. Enjoy it. This is Think Again. There you go, a cool mix of hard rock and rap metal from the Sexnuggets there. That was Think Again. If you're liking their sound, then go follow them on Facebook under facebook.com/sexnuggetsmusic and give their page a like so that you can keep up to date with all the latest information from the band, including the release of their upcoming album, which they have already started writing songs for. At the time of recording, they're only at around 1,000 likes on Facebook, so if you do love discovering great new music from the underground, then definitely go check these guys out. The next song we're going to have is called I Don't Care About You, and it's one of 2 songs on their YouTube channel that has a music video to go along with it. So if you like the sound of it, go and check out the video and see what the band actually looks like. This song is bassline driven, it's a foot stomper that will definitely get your head moving. This is I Don't Care About You by the Sexnuggets. Awesome, that was the Sexnuggets there with I Don't Care About You. If you like what you've heard, go find them online and get their music into your ears. You can get links to their Facebook page and YouTube channel in the description of this podcast. Okay, we've got one more treat for you today. As I mentioned at the start of the show, today's episode will be showcasing 2 bands. So you're going to get one song from this next band to see the show out. The band is called the Eckschmiedt Blues Band. That's Eckschmiedt Blues Band. And despite the name, they're actually a rock band that specializes in fantastic covers of songs you wouldn't necessarily expect a rock band to even touch. This 6-piece band, also based in Budapest, Hungary, consists of 1 male and 1 female singer, a bassist, a drummer, and 2 guitarists, one of which is the bass guitarist for the Sexnuggets. And like the Sexnuggets, the Eckschmiedt Blues Band also has a Facebook page and YouTube channel, both of which you can find by typing Eckschmiedt, Eckschmiedt, blues band into their respective websites or by clicking the links in the description of this episode. I saw these guys play live in Budapest a couple of years ago, and they played a cover song that made me bounce off the walls in happiness because it was so unexpected and so well done. They have turned a fun, poppy 90s boy band classic into a party rock anthem. This is an epic cover of Keep On Moving by the boy band 5. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do.
Down if the sun was shining and raining bright, not too hot, it's getting my way. Hey, hey, hey. We're in 8 days of time, gonna keep on trying. Well, the bees and birds are flying. Never love you and old owning. Don't stop till the break of dawning. Keep moving, don't stop rocking. Get on up, bang your down. Breathe and take you lose your out. I know it's not much, but it's okay. Keep on moving on anyway. Feels like I should be screaming, trying to get into my friends. Sometimes I feel like there's no winning, but it's not too hard to get on my way. Hey, hey, hey. The rainy days are time, gonna keep on trying. All the bees and birds are flying. Never love you and old owning. Don't stop till the break of dawning. Keep moving, don't stop rocking. Get on up, bang your down. Baby, taking you your out. I know it's not much, but it's okay. I keep on moving on anyway. Get on up, bring your down. Baby, taking you your out. I know it's not much, but it's okay. I keep on moving on anyway. Keep on moving, 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 keep on moving. Get on up, bring your down, baby, taking you your out. I know it's not much, but it's okay. Keep on moving on anyway. Get on up, bring your down, baby, taking you your out. I know it's not much, but it's okay. Keep on moving on anyway.
God, I love that song. Alright, that's it. If you want to hear more from either of those bands, then go and find their Facebook pages and YouTube channels. Again, links are in the description. This was a very unique episode of the Bottomless Pit Podcast, and if you enjoyed it, please let us know so we can do more of the same in future by getting in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter at The BP Podcast. Equally, if you're an unsigned or independent musician or band who owns their own music, who would like to have your music played on the podcast, please get in touch with us by sending an email to bottomlesspitpodcast@gmail.com. We just love hearing new music, and if we can help share some fantastic new artists to a new audience in the process, then everyone's a winner. Don't worry if you're a musician or a band that doesn't play hard rock type stuff like what you've heard in this episode. Our tastes here on the podcast are very broad and cover almost every genre. And besides, it wouldn't be much of a bottomless pit if we started limiting the sort of music we play on the show, because as we've mentioned before, the name is there because there is pretty much no topic that we won't talk about. We really hope you enjoyed this episode, and we look forward to hearing from you all soon. And don't forget to subscribe to us on any of the major podcast platforms to get new episodes as they come out. That's it from me. I've been James. This was the Bottomless Pit Podcast, and you've been awesome. Until next time, goodbye.
The Bottomless Pit. Find us on social media and everywhere you get podcasts.